Aloha, mahalo. We are going to play Honolulu, Hawaii. At the Hawaii Theater.
Gilbert's the most excited about this.
That's why he's
Friday, April 26, 2024.
Yay!
Doors 7 p.m. Show starts at 8. You guys, you know, we've been wanting to play Hawaii for so long, and now it's happening. April 26th.
Yeah.
Woo! Khalyla, where can we get our tickets?
You guys can go get tickets at TigerBellyLive.com. This is going to be a great show. We don't do this often, so go get your tickets now, and we'll see you there.
It's early in the morning because this fat Peruvian guy who's supposed to do our podcast, he's coming soon. He could only do it in the morning because he's got to leave. He's got to go back to wherever his world tour or whatever. So I wake up for him. You know, he's not even here yet. But, you know, this fat Peruvian, he's not fat anymore, though. But, you know, the photos from the past he was. And he's a good friend. I really like him a lot. His name is Tom Segura. And Tom Segura is such a good dude. You like him?
Of course.
He's the best. He also picked you on his team.
No.
He did not. Okay.
He did it out of empathy. He did it out of like, oh, I don't want to, like, I'm the crippled kid in the playground.
Who cares what the reasons are? He still picked you. He didn't pick you. You weren't picked last because of Tom.
Second to last.
Oh.
And he when he rolled it, when he smiled and picked me, he was like, he rolled his eyes like, I'll get the crippled kid. And I proved them wrong. I'll tell you that right now. I have many abilities that people aren't even privy to. I'm strong. I'm agile. I got a big belly for protection for the winter, like bears do.
Yeah, Revenant, yeah.
You're a revenant.
I am.
And that's why I like you, because you and I would survive in the cold winters together.
How long do you think you'd last fighting a bear? I know you'd die and get ripped to shreds, but how long?
See, it's that attitude.
But how long?
That baffles my mind. Let me say something, okay? 3 seconds.
That's pretty good.
But yours, 2 seconds.
Oh yeah,
Think about it.
You don't think Khalyla would be the quickest, like in terms of just escaping?
No way, he'd be the quickest.
No.
He's faster than me.
Well, here's the thing that I do that people don't even. What I would do, my instinct would say, you charge him first.
Scare the bear.
Yeah, I would go I start running toward him with my hand.
I think there are different rules for different bears.
No, every rule. And he opens his mouth. I jump right into the mouth.
So I didn't want to eat right now. Get out of me.
Yeah. I don't want Korean food right now. I don't know. I in that situation, let's be real about it. We're camping, all four. we in the morning we get out, and then we see the bear, and then I think we would freeze. I'm a good freezer, by the way. I could freeze for about 4 hours straight.
But can you camouflage? Because you wear pretty bright colors.
Oh, that's true. You know what? If we weren't camping, I'd look like a duck hunter.
Okay.
I'd wear the duck hunter uniform. And then I would freeze.
Who's that frozen guy wearing Madewell?
What?
Who's that Madewell over there?
Made Ward.
Oh, that was Madewell.
What's Madewell?
Well, is a different shop for denim and
I think that's
stuff.
what I purchased.
Yeah. That's the joke. The joke would have hit if you got it right.
Okay, fine, Made Warren.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know
actually,
special clothes.
Madewell works better for this one because more
it more
people know
colorful?
Madewell than Made Worn.
There you go.
Well, I mean-
common people. There we go.
Well, rich people know Made Warren, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're rich. Thank
You know,
you.
and so and I think bears, don't count bears out.
Okay.
Maybe their circles are elite. I don't know what we're talking about. I'm so tired, but
Wait, so we're going camping. You freeze.
yeah.
George, what are the different rules for the different bears?
I can't remember. I always try to think of this too. Like, what would I do with the bear?
Because
but there's some you're supposed to run. Like I heard you can run downhill with some bears because they can't run downhill fast. But then you get another video on YouTube, like how to defend yourself from a bear, and it says, no, that's a completely bogus.
Well, bear spray maybe might help.
I think bear spray is the only thing.
Stay calm. Okay, this is good. This is all right. Here we
Pounding
go.
him in the nose.
Stay calm.
Yeah.
That's I do the opposite.
Yeah, and she's wearing a bright colored shirt.
Yeah, a pink shirt. Right. Stay calm. Fight the urge to run.
That's you being frozen.
Dude, my instincts are correct. Number 3, go 3.
What?
Talk to the bear.
Yeah, you're supposed to say, "Hey, bear."
No way.
Have you
Yeah,
not
yeah.
watched any wilderness shows, you guys?
Alone, yeah, they're always saying, "Hey, bear."
It's
hey,
always,
bear.
"Hey, bear."
Talk to the bear.
Well, hey, be respectful. Hey, Mr. Bear.
Speaking of bear,
Speaking of, yes, one of the bears.
we'll go through these. We'll go through these with Tom.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, don't be rude. No. Yeah, don't be rude, dude.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Because let me say this to you. It's not as if when I'm hanging out with you, you have the beverages that I want.
You didn't make it known. I would have if I had been to your place and you were like,
If you were closer to me, maybe that you would know what I like.
ooh, that was deep.
That was deep.
That was cutting.
That was cutting deep and very deep. And let me say something. Too early to do podcasts. And no, I'm gonna keep going. Way too early. Never say I had 3 hours of sleep. Also, let me say this, okay? Fuck you. As well, you know what I mean? Because it's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
And also, you don't put the head thing on?
The fan thing on?
No, the head gear.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to?
Cans.
I'll wear them.
Or do you like them or no?
I mean, are we gonna? Do we need them for something?
No. I mean,
No.
it's your style, whatever your style is.
All right, then I'll go Khalyla style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go. Yeah, go.
Tom,
Pause.
do you know the rules for surviving a bear attack?
We're looking up now.
Okay.
Oh, look at me right now. Don't look at that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I dated a girl
Yeah.
who she was gross. No, her family had a place in Montana.
Whoa.
So when we went to Montana, they were like, "Hey, you need to know the bear rules because this is actually a thing that could happen here." This was many years ago, and I want to say they go shit your pants so that they know that there's another animal there right away. So you try to shit.
That's number one.
That's number one. You shit as hard as you can.
Not on this list, but go ahead. yeah.
So you don't run. I think you try to make yourself big first, and then if the bear comes like close to you, you're supposed to cover basically your ears, necks, and vitals like this in like a crouch position. That's what I remember. Is that wrong?
Yeah,
We don't know. We're finding out.
And the next day, you look like Oscar Pistorius. You have, your legs are gone.
I just saw a video, amazingly on Instagram, of a sloth bear ripping a guy's face off. Oh, man.
Whoa.
It is fucking gnarly, dude.
Which brings me to this idea and this resentment I have. Okay.
Okay.
Fuck the beer thing. Get that out of here. Okay. None of those are on the list, by the way. Okay.
None of those on the list?
No.
no,
Wait.
you got the part. It didn't say shit your pants.
That I made
but-
up. That's not true.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that
yeah,
sounded like the
appreciate
most legit. But
Yeah.
I think make yourself big.
Yeah.
But I think it's different rules for different bears, is what I've been told by bear hunters.
Yeah.
Well, there's because there's so many videos out now
Yeah.
of people encountering bears, mountain lions, and stuff, and you'll see them like people go, ah!
Yeah.
Ah! They're trying to like make the
Yeah.
animal think that you're not passive, I guess. And
Yeah.
like trying to, you're
I mean, you're
trying
right.
to
It says
sound-
talk to bear.
Well, so here's what's wrong with that. I'll tell you what's wrong with that.
yeah.
When you go to China, you see a panda, you gotta speak Chinese, baby. You know what I mean?
That dude, honestly, you don't get a pass because that's racist. You just mocked Mandarin and it's not cool. I'm gonna say that just real quick.
You know what, pal?
What?
You know what, pal? There's so many things that you do that's not cool. And I mean, if you want to go down that road, I may go and I may walk down it with you because I'm going to say something. Okay? There's many things that I have a list of things that you don't even do as well.
That's not true.
I swear to God.
That's not true.
I'll tell you what. I'll get them out now. Then.
Okay.
All right. Number one. Right.
Yeah.
I have trauma from you
From me.
and your family.
Family.
And your family. And I'm going to tell you right now what it is.
Okay.
Do you remember the little thing I went to Austin? I did your little fucking show? The pay-per-view show,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
that
yeah,
thing is,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
What'd you show me? A lot of fucking things I can't get unsee. A lot of things I can't see. Trauma shit. A fucking Bangladeshian man getting his hand trapped in a factory fucking thing and then getting sucked in and body parts flying all over the fucking place. All right? You don't think that I can't unsee that. That's fucking bullshit.
Okay, I didn't think about that.
Right. And you showed me, oh, here's another one. A man sticking Christmas lights inside the penis, which ruined Christmas for me.
Oh,
Every year it's a fucking nightmare now, dude.
really?
Yeah, because it reminds me of that.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, yes. You got to think about all these things, dude. So when I'm saying a man's getting his head sliced.
Wait, with the penis one, did it light up?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
did later
cool.
on,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
You don't.
We can get you the video.
No, we don't. I don't even know where you get the stuff like that. So that's number one.
Okay.
And number two, the things I don't like, the beverages thing I already said. But the second thing I want to say is how you treated me at the
Oh,
what?
Super Bowl.
How you got treated? How'd you get treated?
Will you let me talk? See, that's another thing you do.
What?
You mock me like that. I'm sitting there being serious and telling you about my resentments, and then you laugh in my face. It's fucking rude, dude.
Okay, how were you treated at the Super Bowl thing?
I'm gonna get there, dude.
Okay.
And here's another thing. I want to do it on my own time.
Okay.
All right. Don't dictate the way I say
That's
things.
totally true.
Pal. All right.
I apologize.
Anyway,
I apologize.
so at the whole Super Bowl thing, you treated me like shit. I'll tell you how. All right. So you and Bert. Well, first of all, right, that day, Bert texts me and he goes, I have another one that came up. So I can't forget about that either. So Bert texted me and goes, hey, I'll see you at the event at 5:30. Which is like, so I fly there to do your show. Thank you so much for the show. It was one of the most
That was fun.
memorable experiences of my life. In fact, last night I ran into Trevor Wallace, and we just talked about, we were at the drugstore June premiere, and he pulled me aside, and he goes, wow. I go, it was the most amazing. Anyway, but the day before, you had this, Bert goes, come to the event. I go, is it mandatory? And he goes, it's mandatory, which I don't think it was.
It definitely was not. But Bert, after you know him for a while, you realize that he speaks in hyperbole and half-truths, and basically nothing that he says is actually factual, ever. Ever.
That's interesting.
Sounds a little bit like someone else we know.
Who, my dear? Say you're fucking...
There's no one more hyperbolic on this planet than you.
You're hyperactive. Now let's see. All right, so we go to this event, and there's a football field. There's goalposts. There's an audience, and there's a whole to-do. And when I show up there, I realize what it is. It's a shame day for me. You should set it up for a shame day for me. And just let me finish my. Let me get my.
Oh,
thing.
no.
No. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's set up to make a mockery of you in your mind, and then what ends up happening is who's the big surprise.
Let me finish what I'm saying, and then you say what you're going to say, because
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why it wasn't like that. And this is why I had to prove to you that I'm a fucking butterfly. Okay? So you're picking teams. It's you and Bert.
Yeah.
Right? Who do you pick first?
So, who
do you pick first?
But I want to also say why.
Old-timey black guy.
Old-
Right? Do you not pick old-timey black guy?
I picked a Hall of Famer, like one of the best whoever played the game, who also I happen to know because of my fandom that this guy, the event is punt, pass, kick. I happen to know that in high school, he never left the field. He punted, he kicked, he played tight end, sometimes quarterback, and linebacker. So he literally never left the field, and it's a punt, pass, kick event, and he's a Hall of Famer. So I pick Warren Sapp first.
Never heard of him.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. And to me, he's an old-timey black guy.
Yeah, okay.
Rickety. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
That's not even racist, because I don't even know what that means.
Me either.
Yeah.
All right, so then Bert picks somebody. Who does Bert pick?
He picks Will Compton, who also
Oh, the bussin'.
Bus with the Boys played 9 years in the NFL.
That guy's gay.
He's gay, but his practice
Will
year-
Compton, you're gay.
his practice team years counts. He's an NFL 9-year vet.
I don't get it. I saw the YouTube.
Okay.
And so, never saw it. But my point is, okay, so then who picked you? Who'd you pick second?
Who did I pick second? I don't remember.
Exactly.
Is it Joey Fatone?
Did I pick Joey?
No, that's in the other team.
Did I pick you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Who?
Because when you picked me, Can I tell you what you did?
What?
You looked around. This is what you did, dude.
Oh my god.
You looked around and you saw the other options, right?
Yeah.
And then you had a smile.
Yeah.
And you go, all right, Bobby. Like one of those, like, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Oh, that's not what I meant. You read it differently.
Okay, what was it?
I meant I'll pick the best option available and then the worst option, and that'll be like a fun balance.
That's what I felt. Okay. Yeah, that's what the worst option.
Yeah, but then,
so I got my feelings were right.
but your feelings. I mean, here's the thing. I also went into this thinking that you would go, I don't know anything about football.
I don't.
So then it makes sense.
It doesn't.
What doesn't make sense?
It does make sense. That's what I mean. You're right.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I have a Red Bull?
Yeah, get him a fucking right here.
Oh, sweet. Never mind.
Cool.
We're good. So now can I get to the other stuff?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
results? So your feelings are hurt.
Yes.
You're very fun on the field, by the way.
Thank you.
You're a natural entertainer. Everybody, like, you're doing stuff. Everyone's laughing.
Exactly.
You're very much contributing. You're a huge bonus to the team.
Exactly.
Then we get into like the event, which is punt the ball, pass, and try to kick field goals, which are very difficult. And he punts fairly well, throws like a handicap kid. But then when it comes to
Okay. What you just did there was start a war. Don't do this yet.
You score.
Okay. I got 3 hits, fuckface.
bro,
Check this out. It's good.
no, I'm just saying that you're throwing, like, it's clear you don't know how to throw a football, but you still were able to hit the target.
Hits one.
Okay.
You got points right there. So here's the thing.
Okay.
The whole time we were like, oh, like this, you know, the special needs kid is going to be funny to watch. All of a sudden is a gamer, and he starts racking up points, punting, passing, and then the big thing where I was like, you don't understand. I've been to these before. I've been on real fields where like athletes try to kick field goals, and they're like, because it's something that if you're not in the regular practice of doing it, sometimes like former experienced soccer players can do it because they're so used to kicking, but most people aren't used to the idea that it's essentially like someone's holding a football with their finger on one end of it, and you're kicking it through an upright. It's just not an easy thing to do. Like, even players who play other positions will be like, I can't do it. He goes up there. What? Kicks
You're
it.
telling it wrong.
But you do kick it.
You're telling it wrong.
How am I telling it wrong?
ZocDoc for your health. ZocDoc for your mind. ZocDoc is a free app and website when you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. It's the most convenient thing known to man because your health is the most important thing. Am I not right, Khalyla?
Yeah, and we get reviews for food,
Yep.
for restaurants, for just about everything else. Why not for our own doctors?
Exactly how I feel.
And once you find the doctor that you want, you can book them immediately. No more waiting awkwardly on hold with a receptionist. And plus, all of these docs have verified reviews from actual patients, real patients. And we're talking about booking appointments with tens of thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed, credible doctors and specialists.
You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat basically any condition you are searching for.
The typical wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is between 24 to 72 hours. That's it. You can even score same-day appointments.
Go to ZocDoc.com/belly and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/belly, ZocDoc.com/belly.
Prize Picks. Football season may be over, but the action on the floor is heating up. Whether it's tournament season or the fight for playoff home court, there's no shortage of high-stakes basketball moments this time of year. Get in on the excitement with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app, when you can turn your hoops knowledge into serious cash.
You can now win up to 100 times your money on Price Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. You can turn $10 into $1,000 with NBA, NHL, and college basketball entries today on PrizePicks, America's #1 fantasy sports app.
PrizePicks is the best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states across the country, including California, Texas, and Georgia.
I like the way you said action.
Price Picks even offers injury insurance so that your entries stay in play. Even if one of your players gets injured for basketball games, if you have a player who exits the game in the first half and does not return it in the second, the player projection won't count against you and the rest of your entry stays alive.
Okay, Bobby, so you know how PrizePicks works, right? Like
I play it all the time. What are you talking about?
I know, and what's great about it is that you don't necessarily need to understand the ins
Preaching
and
to the
outs.
choir.
And so, for example, like this week on PrizePicks, I know you're picking Steph Curry
Steph
for more
Curry
than
for sure.
29 points for sure, right?
Yeah, the Nikola Jokic for more than 10 rebounds, you know?
And what about Anthony Davis for more than 2 blocks?
And Damian Lillard for more than 43-pointer made.
Well, you get the point. It's very easy. You either choose, or you can either predict that they will score above that or below that. Put in your entry, and just like that, you can win a lot of money.
Download the app today and use code BELLY for a first deposit match up to $100. Use code BELLY for a first deposit match up to $100. PrizePicks. Pick more, pick less.
It's that easy. You're telling it wrong.
How am I telling it wrong?
Why do you tell stories wrong? You're a good storyteller.
But I'm not telling it wrong. I'm not telling it wrong. I'm saying
Why in this circumstance?
I'm not telling you wrong.
Is
That
that skill lacking?
I'm
Why in this circumstances, when you're talking about the story of my life, it's lacking? I'm going to tell you how it went down.
I'm telling you that what I said
The
about
old timey
picking
black
field-
man comes up to me.
But hold on. You have to point this out. The old timer used to actually do that on the reg. That's a bullshit setup. The regulation size is higher and further back.
Oh, there you go.
No, I'm saying it's
Here
much
we
hard-
are.
Wait, did you think that was regulation size?
Yeah. All right. So anyway, Warren Schaap comes up to me and goes,
Warren Shaft.
"Yeah, Warren Schaap from the Shaft movie.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is. There I am." So Warren Schaap comes up to me. He goes, "Kiddo."
Yeah.
I go, "Okay, what's up?" He goes, "This is how you do it, right?
Yeah.
Put the ball down, take 3 steps back, then follow through the 3 steps and kick it." I do it. It hits the ground, goes to the left. Then the guy goes, "Oh, that was a practice. Gotta get 2, right?" I go, "Hey, old timey." I go, "Stop! I'm not doing it that way." And he goes, "No, you're doing it." I go, "No, watch what I do." Right? So I put the thing down. I take 50 steps back, and I run toward it a little bit.
You had some speed behind
Some
you.
speed about it. And then I was focused. I got it on thing. And let me say something too. You're a captain, right, on my team? Aren't you supposed to make one?
Yeah. I did.
Aren't you a leader?
And I also
You didn't do one.
there's another layer to that.
Okay.
Because the other team had 5 participants and we had 4, we got to have one person go twice.
And who was that, my friend?
So old timer came up to me and he goes, "Let me get that second chance." And I said, "Okay, you're a fucking Hall of Famer." And
He didn't do it,
missed.
did he?
And he missed.
He missed on he both missed on
All of it.
yeah.
Wow, Bobby. What an MVP.
Thank you.
And then everybody, here's the other thing. We went out to dinner later.
Oh, okay, that's a good thing. That was a good thing. Oh, thank you. That was a good thing. I really appreciate that.
And the dinner was great.
Not just great. I have to say, vocally and publicly, that it was the top 3 in terms of steakhouses of my whole life. I've been to thousands of
Which one did you go
steakhouses.
to?
We went to Bazaar Meats.
Jose Ali.
Jose Andres.
Jose Andres, yeah.
Andres, yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you what we ate.
Yeah.
This one thing came out, and it was like a cotton candy.
Foie gras cotton candy. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got a stick. It's got the cotton candy. I go, "Oh, desserts are up front? What is this place?" Right? I stuck it in my mouth. In the middle is like a meaty, sweety,
Foie gras.
delicious foie gras.
Yeah.
It changed my life internally and physiology-wise.
Jose's a genius. Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah. He's a genius.
This guy knows everybody.
Wait, so why was this a terrible weekend? It sounds like he set you up for success.
Not only that, the whole dinner, there was 14, 15 of us at this dinner. everybody, there's chat and everyone's having their own conversation, and then everybody stops and they go, MVP's here, and everybody starts chanting MVP, MVP, MVP. Yeah.
Oh, this is the best weekend of your life.
I just said that already, but but can I'll say that, and I'm gonna. I just not all weekends are perfect,
Right.
so I'm just gonna I'm just laying out the things that could have made it even better,
Sure.
right? And here's another thing that and this is like later. It's later sabotage.
Okay. Tell me.
Okay, Trailer Man. What's his name with the fucking food court? Roy Choi.
Roy Choi, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. This deceiver of Almighty. This guy from the fucking old school Chinese Republic, dude. I'm sorry. This guy.
I thought he was Korean.
He's your guy.
Whatever he
He's
is,
your guy.
whatever Choi is, man. I'll tell you this guy, man. He was telling that story about at the club.
He told me off camera and then on camera.
Yeah, on camera, and
Oof.
yeah, and he has that story diabolically wrong, dude. I'll tell you that right now.
Careful what you say, because I can actually confirm that Roy Choi is right, and I have the text to prove it.
No, okay, okay.
There.
This is great. This is great.
First, let's say I also messaged you with David Chang.
Great one.
Yeah, and I messaged you with him, and he was like,
Can I also this, dude, with you?
Yeah.
Here's another thing with you, dude.
yeah.
And we've talked about this before. Why is it that you have this ability, like, no matter where we are, if there's a Chinese guy carrying luggage, whatever job they have, he always goes, "Hey, let's talk, damn." like we're gonna talk, like we're gonna go, "Oh yeah, it's Philip Yang from from the meeting or whatever, right?" You do that. You send me a voicemail and like also fucking videos of like, "Hey, I'm at the airport and I ran into this Asian guy. Do you know him?" And it's insane. So anyway, so then and then everybody that you have on your podcast is Asian. You send me videos.
Yeah.
Like I'm with your friend, right? And so then, what David Chang was fine, right?
Great. He's
Right.
fantastic. Yeah.
Love him. But Roy Choi, I'm gonna say this, okay? And fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, man. All right.
So Roy, fucking sweet, awesome dude.
The best.
The best. And we're at Best Friend,
Right.
his place.
Also
at
the best.
MGM. It's at MGM Park MGM.
Yeah, Park MGM.
And he also opened a food truck there now. Him and John Favreau opened one in Park MGM that is like inspired, I think, by like part of the film, the chef film
Yeah.
that you made. Dude, unfucking real. So we're hanging out. We're making food in his kitchen for Bert's Something Burning show, and then you come up, and he's like, oh, fucking love. He goes, I love Bobby. And I was like, yeah, he's coming. He's doing the show tomorrow because he had to fly out. We were like, are you coming to the show?
Oh,
tomorrow?
every time I'm there, you can say I ate there 2 months ago too.
Yeah.
At Friend, right? Mm-hmm. Never showed up.
Well, he
Never showed up.
He might not have been in Vegas though.
Doesn't matter.
But also, he took care of your entire bill.
That's true.
Okay, that's an.
I'm not a liar,
Okay.
and I'm gonna agree with everything that's real right now.
I'm
So we told
scrolling
him
through the text message.
We told him we're like Bobby's on the show tomorrow, and then he's like he goes, I'm leaving I'm flying out right after this, otherwise I would go, and then he goes, you don't want to know something about Bobby? He goes, he fucking big timed me.
That's
I go, what are you talking about? He goes, I'm at this party, and then he says it on camera. He goes, I walk up and I'm like, what's up, man? And he goes, not right now. Not right now.
Oh my!
he goes like, I'm a
Bobby.
fan, and I'm like, Bobby, it's me. He's like, like I'm doing my own thing, man.
That's.
Please tell me there's another version.
There isn't another version I have.
You fucking idiot.
Oh, tell me. Go ahead. Tell your version.
Stop scrolling, by the way.
Oh,
'Cause there's nothing that you're gonna find that's gonna.
She already found it. Go ahead.
All right,
Okay.
let's cut to the scenario.
Okay.
Did that happen at a Coffee Bean or a Starbucks?
Was it?
I'm asking you a question.
I don't know.
Yeah. Did it happen on a park bench on a sunny day? Right?
Yeah.
No. It happened at Jay Park's rowdy, dark club party in Koreatown. It's fucking midnight, dude. Right? Boom, 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 boom. So many Asians.
That's yeah.
Right? So I'm going to say something. When I see Asians in the wild,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They're mixed with whites, blacks, and Mexicans.
Yeah.
And sometimes the other colors. Okay? And so I can, right?
Yeah.
Identify, process, right?
You're like,
But in a only Korean club, only Asians, it's like walking to a house of mirrors.
Yeah.
It could have been a different shaped person of me.
Yeah.
I'm looking at right. I don't know what's going on.
It's almost like
my computerized filter in my mind, like the Terminator thing.
Yeah.
Is working so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like grabbing shots and analyzing, right? So there's so much of that going, right? It's in the dark as well, right? And Roy Choi doesn't realize that 50 people within the last 10 minutes had come up and wanted a photo. I was tired of it. In the dark, I'm sitting there in the darkness, right? And look up, and I don't even look at the person.
Yeah.
No, I'm being real. I don't even look at the person. He's like, hey, I go, not right now, man. I'm going to say this right now. Asians sometimes look the same.
Wow.
Wow. You heard it here first.
Don't you have like a horn drop or something?
No. In the darkness, they kind of do.
So like,
But all white people look the same in the darkness.
There we go.
But he had a moment of dread. So he goes into his car after the party and he calls me and he's like, I think I fucked up. I'm like, what happened? He's like, I think Roy Choi like tried to say hi to me and I was really rude.
so wait, does that mean to take what you're saying right now that you have a realization within moments that it's him? Like what
No, he goes, it's Roy Choi.
Oh, okay. You didn't,
Yeah, it wasn't a realization.
It's me, the chef.
Yeah.
So wait, and then when he says that, what do you do?
Like, and then I look and I go, oh, fuck, yeah, you are.
Wait.
Okay.
Of course.
Wait, but then you call me.
Oh my God. I swear.
And then you
I
say-
I will end the podcast permanently if you don't watch your fucking mouth right now.
Okay.
You say, Khalyla, you have to do me a huge favor. You have to fix this for me. I'm like, what do I have to fix? And you said, please text Roy Choi and tell him how sorry I am. And I'm really embarrassed. So here's the correspondence between me and Roy.
This is so good.
I said, hey, chef. Bobby said he saw you the other night at Dumb's event, but didn't realize it was you until he got in the car and that he's very sorry.
That's not why. What, you said that?
I was trying to fix it for you.
But that's wrong.
But I was given limited information. And
I
then
didn't realize it later. Are you on your mind?
and then Roy says this. He almost punched me because he thought I was a fan trying to be on his shit.
Feels like we need to go back to the story for a second. Did you get violent?
This isn't house comedy or whatever you're doing. What's your mom's house?
Your mom's house.
Your mom's house, all right?
Yeah.
It's not that. All right? You're at TigerBelly, dude. All right? I'm the captain.
Okay.
All right? Everyone, when we leave here, you're the captain.
Okay.
I'll give you that, right? But in here, dude, don't talk to me like that.
So did you?
So what do you say?
Did you get violent though?
Violent?
He said you almost punched me.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And then I said, oh no, haha, he was super embarrassed. He wanted me to tell you.
Did
He was embarrassed?
No, I said, you were embarrassed. Bobby, you were freaking out on the phone. You were like, I fucked up.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
did he respond to that? Was he like, oh,
Yeah,
it was good?
yeah. he's like, "All
Roy,
good."
if you're listening, all right. Number one, if it was Brian T, Sung Kang, I'm just rattling off Asian dudes I know, right?
Yeah.
Peter, I don't know, Rick Yoon,
Yeah.
right?
Jackie Chan. I'm just giving. I'm giving you.
What is
I'm
it
just
with you
trying
people
to-
with Jackie Chan? all
I'm
of a
just trying to
sudden?
give you another name. Go ahead.
I don't know. It's like when people bring up Jackie Chan, it's like, what?
So there was no apology really in between. And you were like, I want to go eat at his restaurant. And he then took care of you, despite the fact that
So
you almost
everything's
punched him.
Fine. Everything's fine.
All right, I'm sorry, Roy. I'm gonna say number one. All right, it was a great time at your restaurant. Number two, I'm a huge fan. Number three, no, this is real. And number three, I'll make it up to you. That's all I can say. And I don't want to talk about this anymore. So anyway, so that you did that. What else? That's it. That's my resentment. Here's the good things you've done.
Okay.
You've invited me to things. I really appreciate it. I really do.
You did Hawaii too.
You had me do a show with you in Hawaii. That was a magical night.
How about that pop when you got up there? That was pretty.
Pop
crazy.
City, USA, dude.
It was Pop City.
Yeah.
And then the pop in Vegas was.
Not as big as Shane's, but good pop. Yeah. And here's another. Oh yeah, thank you for bringing that up. That's
another
Here's another resentment. Thank you for bringing that up. Here's another resentment. Let me ask you something, bud. No, I'm sorry. I mean, I just have these feelings.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
I show up Saturday.
Yeah.
Big show. 14,000, 15,000 people. Lineup is you and Bert Kreischer, Trevor Wallace, me and Shane Gillis doing guest spots. What a great show.
Great show.
Lady comes up to me and she says, all right, so here's the order. Trevor, Shane, you, and then the boys. And I go, interesting.
This is Saturday night?
Before the show. No, this is Friday.
Friday.
Friday, because remember I asked, I got on my hands and knees and I begged you.
I already changed it.
No. Remember I begged you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
But in my mind, I'm like, oh, this seemed like a good thing. Like, come on down to Vegas, right? They're going to love you. But then they put me after the man who's right now in the comedy zeitgeist and in everybody's zeitgeist.
Having a moment.
He's having a moment in his career,
Yeah.
right? I'm a huge Shane Gillis fan, good friend. And you have me follow him in front of 15,000 people. Let me ask you something real quick, okay?
Yeah.
What is your thinking behind that that lineup?
I think you're strong, and I don't think it would be a problem for you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Can I ask you another question, my friend?
Sure.
You heard my pop, right?
What? I heard
my
your
pop.
pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear his?
Yeah, I heard his pop.
Yeah. And just be realistic. And no, let's not lie to each other.
Okay.
We're friends and stuff.
Okay.
His is bigger?
He had a good pop.
Not just a poop. I felt the energies of historical men and women, right?
It was a
throughout
wild
time.
pop. It was a wild
run
pop.
through my body.
It was to the point, his pop was to the point where he had to tell the crowd that it was making him uncomfortable.
I know.
And
I know.
and he was clearly shaken by it for the first
Yeah.
minute of his set.
Yeah. It was because I'm the one that brought him up.
Yeah.
So when I said his name,
And you also said he has a special out called Dangerous Dogs.
It's not?
It's called Beautiful Dogs. So we were all laughing about that in the hallway. But what? Here's the thing. When you came up to me and you said, I want to switch that order. I was like, yeah, okay.
yeah, it wasn't a big thing.
It wasn't a big thing at all.
I think I got on my hands and knees too early.
I think you made it.
I should have asked first.
Yeah.
I went to blowjob first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I should have asked first. Yeah, but it was really easy.
Really easy.
Made me feel like a coward, but fuck it. In those circumstances, I don't care.
It doesn't matter. You still let's just say this. Instead of, what is it? Comparison is the thief of joy.
joy.
Yeah. You had a crazy pop. They didn't know you were on the show. You had a crazy
No,
pop.
it was, I'll be honest with you, Tom.
Yeah.
Tom. I'll just be real for a second. I've had a tough, last year was the toughest year of my life. And I needed it. And I'll tell you why, because, sometimes you do your own shows and, I know that my fans are coming, right? But, not necessarily, I think we cross fans, but I think we don't sometimes too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cheer that I got from the people was just like so gracious. And they were truly excited to see me. I remember walking to the stage.
Yeah.
And you can't even comprehend, because let's be honest, before podcasting, I was a 300-seat, 500-seat club guy. And the most I would get is Schaumburg Improv, which is like 550 or 600, which is huge for me. When I used to sell it out, I was so grateful. You know what I mean? But this was, when you're doing it, you can't really. If you realize what's going on, it might freak you out, actually.
Yeah.
So there's something you compartmentalize. Is that the right?
Got it.
Yeah. You're
Right.
doing stand up in front of a basketball arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of go, you got to figure it out. And then and then once you hit the stage, you go, I think I know how to do this.
And you killed.
I did great.
You killed.
Yeah, but I really needed that pop. And it was really, really, and in fact, let's get to the good things you've done for me, man.
Okay.
Because we've talked about when I first met you at Oddball, and you did that thing for me where you picked
Yes,
me up and stuff.
yes.
Right? We were talking about that, but ever since then, and I would have to say that for Bert as well. You guys have just been so nice to me. And I've been nice to you guys too. I mean, it's just been an easy fit, and me and Andrew, we talk about you guys all the time. It's always in a never in a competitive manner. It was always in like our brothers. You know what I mean? There's never anything like that. It's like. Do you know that even if you have a 401k for retirement, you can still have an IRA? Robinhood has the only IRA that gives you a 3% boost on every dollar you contribute when you subscribe to Robinhood Gold. But get this, now through April 30th, Robinhood's even boosting every single dollar you transfer in from other retirement accounts with a 3% match. That's right. No cap on the 3% match.
Robinhood Gold gets you the most for your retirement thanks to their IRA with a 3% match. This offer is good through April 30th. Get started at robinhood.com/boost. Subscription fees apply. And now for some legal info.
Claim as of Q1 2024, validated by Radius Global Market Research. Investing involves risk, including loss. Limitations apply to IRAs and 401ks. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold for 1 year from the date of the first 3% match. Must keep Robinhood IRA for 5 years. The 3% matching on transfers is subject to specific terms and conditions. Robinhood IRA available to U.S. customers in good standing.
Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC.
Is a registered broker-dealer.
It's Helix Sleep. You guys, I live in a tiny house, but I have 3 bedrooms. All of them are furnished with a Helix Sleep mattress because my guests and my family that sleep at my house only get the best. I want them to sleep on a Michelin star type of a bed.
Luxury only.
Luxury only.
For the people that we love, including ourselves. And what I love about Helix is that they have 20 different types of mattresses to match with both your sleeping style. And for someone like me, say for instance, I'm a side sleeper, but I also run hot. So I got matched with the midnight mattress, but then I had the option to upgrade to the Luxe, which is so plush. And I'm telling you guys, like I'm someone who sleeps no less than 8 hours a day, 10 on a good day. And if 10 hours a day out of my life, that's like a third of my life, it has to be on luxury mattresses.
Dude, exactly
only.
what I was not even talking about in the first place.
Helix knows that everybody is unique and everyone sleeps differently. That's why Helix has several different mattress models to choose from, each designed for specific sleep positions and feel preferences. Don't take our word for it. Bobby, did you know that Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress pick by GQ?
And Wired Magazine. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep, man. That's why I recommend it to everybody. If you have spinal difficulties or even if you're regular, you know what I mean, you're going to sleep well.
Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/Bell and use the code HelixPartner20. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep
Starts now. There's never anything like that. It's like, it's interesting to me that you would think that in this game that we would be, because comedy back in the day, they would pit us against each other.
They
It's not
hated
like
each
that.
other more.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this in terms of how men have changed since the 80s and 90s to now, because we were talking about sports. Because a lot of people, even if you don't follow it, I think you can grasp this concept that for instance in the NBA, they used to all fucking hate each other's guts for real.
Yeah.
They hated each other. The Pistons hated the Bulls, the Lakers hated the Celtics, and they weren't fucking friends, right? So the competition was more fierce, which for sports is kind of more entertaining to be like, fuck you, I hate you. I hope we kick your fucking ass. And now all those guys are like we are in comedy. They're like buddies, which is kind of weird for sports. They hug each other, they go out to dinner, they go to each other's birthday parties, they hang out in the summer together. For sports, though, you watch it and you're like, yeah, this is why this competition isn't as fierce. But it's actually a cool thing for what we do because we're not in, we're in the arts, basically, right? So the fact that we're all, there's people who still hate each other, but a lot of us just prop each other up. We celebrate each other. And I think it's better for our world to have that relationship than the I fucking hate you thing.
That's interesting. Yeah. For you guys to go, we're gonna bring in killers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean to open for us, essentially.
Here's the thing: it's 1,000% better for the show. There's people, their insecurities overwhelm them sometimes, and they go I want to bring somebody who kind of sucks or who's okay, and then I'll look good. It doesn't actually work that way. Like you bring in killers,
Yeah.
and then your whole show. People remember your show. Like if you put that show together, they're like, "That's
smart.
your
It's
show."
so smart what you're doing. It's so smart, and it's like that's why you do it. Like I've done it for you. I did Canada with you. Like we haven't even talked on this podcast since then.
Yeah.
So I did that Canada run for
Which
you.
was so
fun.
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 Yes.
And then
We should also say that like everybody in my crew had never met anybody like Bobby. And
What do you mean? What'd I do?
Within 5 minutes, they're like, "What the fuck is this guy?"
what do you mean? What I do?
You were just being yourself.
I didn't do anything.
You
I was
don't
being
think
normal.
so? No, your normal is way different.
Like what do you mean? Like, I'm being real. That kind of hurts me. Like, you know what I mean? Because you're acting like I'm some sort of like some wild man. You know?
I think
No, I hug.
no.
Yeah, I poke. Hugging and poking is normal.
You poke.
I'm a poke man, for
They,
sure.
Yeah.
they were just
Yeah.
used to like.
But we became
hello.
a love though.
No, of course they fell
Love.
in love with you.
Yeah.
They fell in love with you. The shows were a blast. And we have coming up, that's announced already.
Yo, I'm going to do the nightmare gigs with you.
Yeah.
Are they all outside?
They're all, okay, they're outdoors, but one's a stadium. A couple are proper amphitheaters.
Yeah.
And then a couple are like actual like airfields.
Yeah, because I'll tell you why. When I saw the poster, because I had already done the one in Winnipeg. But remember the other great
One of them's 25,000 seats.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, Bobby.
It's going to be wild.
outside though.
Yeah,
Why can't they go inside?
I don't know. It's
All right.
It's a baseball
And
stadium.
you're good at that
I don't know if I'm good at that. I
because
just,
the laughs go into the air.
I think it's good to have big shows under your belt leading up to shows like that. You know what I mean? Because that's its own thing. So you should do another. You should do another run with me before.
Tom, do you think that sports has also changed since coaches are now more aware about being not abusive towards athletes? Do you think
1000%.
that maybe the era of Olympic coaches, like what's her name, like Martha Corelli, like when she would just be, I think she would like beat the shit out of her gymnasts or something.
It's totally different. Yes.
But do you think that era was better because of it?
For the sport, yes. Here's the difference: is that okay? We've evolved in that people are aware of like mental health.
Yeah.
And like athletes come out and they go, "This is what I'm going through," right? And I need to talk to somebody, or I need to deal with this, which is 100% how you should handle that.
Yeah, for longevity, I think, for
Yeah,
the
and
athlete
for-
too, like not early burnout.
And just like for humanity, that's a better thing, right? Somebody being like, "I'm feeling this way."
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely better to share that and get that out and deal with it and help the person. In that era of the 80s, they'd be like, "What are you, fucking gay?"
Yeah.
Like suck it up.
But
And,
imagine-
and then they just would basically like bury your fucking feelings and run. And
Right.
that was like which is like, it's not good for the person,
Yeah.
but it might be good for them during the sport. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, deal with your shit on your own time. Because they didn't have awareness. They didn't know. To be fair to like the coaches and even the players of that era, they didn't know how to even articulate, "I'm going through something.
Right.
I need to deal with it."
And I think that at that time too, like you would see athletes at most do 2 Olympics and then they'd be gone.
Yeah.
Because I think that they just couldn't tolerate much more than 8 years of an athletic career. Versus now you have like the Tom Brady's who are just like going on and on into their 40s
insane.
and still performing at a very like
the
high
LeBron
level.
thing is really crazy.
Crazy.
LeBron is actually, I mean, the fact that he's 38, I think he's 38, turning 39, that he's still, like most guys, when they have long NBA careers, what they do is their style of play changes. So like it would be like in the really athletic category. Your athleticism starts to fade naturally. So your game has to change. You have to start playing a different style of game because you don't have the explosiveness you had
Right.
in your 20s.
In soccer, it's the same thing. Ryan Giggs and Paul Scholes were in their
Still-
late mid-30s that played for Man U, but they became more midfield, like defensive guys, and
exactly.
changing their
But even during that time, because that was in the 90s, right? With Sir Alex Ferguson.
yeah.
Even
Brutal, though.
Brutal. That's what I'm saying.
Brutal.
Like, imagine. I bet you anything
But
they
here's
would have
the-
played well into their 40s.
And also imagine in the 70s and 80s, the people that would have flourished, but we don't know about them because, like, for me, I don't respond well when it's pressure and it's not fun and people are yelling at me. You're not going to get the best out of me.
That's all I respond to.
I know, because you're crazy. But in the 70s and 80s, but you're a great person, and thank you so much. But thank you so much for being here. And I really enjoy you. But in the 70s and 80s, there was probably guys, you know what I mean, that could have survived if it was more of a supportive atmosphere, and they could have flourished.
For sure. I mean, what I was saying, I'm not saying like go back to that or whatever. I'm just saying, essentially, it wasn't about like whether or not you can perform in those things. It's just that it created this like contempt between people that actually it made the competitions more exciting. It was like Russia, USA, right? You
Like
were
Larry Bird,
they
Magic
don't,
Johnson.
Maybe
They really
even
don't-
more like high stakes.
It made it more high stakes,
Because
yes.
it was like, hostile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like, back to your point, it was like comedy. Like you talk to like the old timers about like nobody was happy for anybody, and I do think that's changed. I do think people celebrate other comedians. Not saying that everybody does, but people like you're saying go like, oh, so and so got this, or is their careers popping? People are genuinely happy for them sometimes.
Are you sometimes not happy?
No, I'm saying that.
Sometimes you're not happy, huh?
No, I think I'm pretty happy, dude.
You never look at a guy and go, why is that guy getting that?
I don't get. I don't have like that type of like anger about it.
Neither.
I have the. I have the thing that I think is natural, where I've walked into rooms, like walked into a comedy store, main room, OR, or whatever, seen somebody. This applies to everybody on earth though. Seen somebody killing and just being like, I don't get it. Like I don't
yeah.
get why everyone's laughing. But that's just a subjective thing where I go, it's not for me. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't get it.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
But you understand, I mean, I know I don't find that brand of humor my thing.
Yeah.
But you still understand, like, I kind of understand why, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
when they're acting out.
What happens is that you go, I understand. There's people you go, I understand that this person is proficient. Like, it's not for me, but I understand that, like, I watch it and I go, this is good structure, this is good joke writing. The punchlines are there. I understand it, it's like cerebrally, like I intellectually can see what's going on. It's just like doing nothing for me internally. I'm not doubling over. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
Right. But that's also, I think, pretty normal.
It's normal.
Yeah.
I have another question to ask you. What's Brad Pitt like?
You guys are homies?
He is.
I know, dude. I've never met him, and I'm doing this like, yum, 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 yum. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love
Can
it.
I tell you the truth? He's a lot like you.
What do you mean?
He has. He walks in the room, and everybody's like, "No."
Yeah.
Like, and they get like, and then he disarms everybody.
Yeah.
But in a pretty like, not in a big way, just in a very
His own way.
his own way.
Yeah.
He has his own way of doing
Well,
it.
I know he's a comedy fan because
He loves
comedy.
stand up.
Yeah.
Yes, he loves
he's also, I have to say this, he did a Coen Brothers movie. It's called
Burn After
Burn
Reading.
After Reading.
Yeah.
Love
And my brother and I still think it's one of the greatest comedy performances in movies.
Is he
The
play a
thing is-
trainer?
Yeah, he plays he
Yeah.
works at like a
Trainer,
right.
yeah.
fitness place. You know what I mean?
That's the thing about him is like, he's been the like just the center of attention.
Oh, yeah, I
and
can
it was
imagine.
for so long, and it's always been like kind of a looks first thing. Everyone's just like, this guy's gorgeous. Dude is fucking unreal actor. Like he is a tremendous actor.
Oh, dude, I think he's in my top 3. I mean,
Yeah.
when I saw him even in Seven when he was younger, right? There were some choices he made in that movie that was like, oh, that was a cool choice.
You know what I told him? I told him that I was like, I vividly remember. For me, it was 7th grade.
Yeah.
And he had become like the it guy, right? Magazines and every girl was like Brad Pitt. And my sister was like, we love going to the movies and like, let's go to the movies. And I was like, okay, what are we gonna go see? And he's like, this new Brad Pitt. And I was like, I don't want to see that fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care whether you're gonna finger yourself in the theater. I don't want to see that shit.
Tristan, Legends of the Fall.
And that was it.
That was it, right?
That was it.
Yeah.
And like it was the long hair, and I was
Yeah.
like, this shit is so gay. I don't want to see this shit.
Yeah.
And I went in and I sat next to her, and the movie starts, and I'm watching it, and then I like some point during like the third act, she looks over at me and she goes, "Are you crying?" And I was like, "No, you fucking bitch." Like tears.
Yeah.
Because it was.
Is it the scene where he has to pull Samuel out of the barbed wire and he's like, Samuel?
It was. I think it was when he had found out that his brother had died.
Yeah,
Like, was
he was. They went to war with Samuel, and then Samuel, like some smoke went off, and then Samuel got stuck in the barbed wire.
Yeah.
And he had to pull
That
his
probably
brother
was it.
out.
Yeah,
of that.
thanks. I've never seen the movie.
Yeah. Well, it was. I think it was also the first time I'd cried in a movie.
That was a really sad scene.
Yeah.
That had an imprint. That imprinted on me too.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah. So that's when I started to think you were a pretty good actor.
Yeah. But so when you first met her, you weren't nervous, or
Yeah, we were all nervous.
What would your opening line be?
honestly, like, I'll be honest with you. It's like I don't know if I could ever meet him. There's just
You think that?
no, I'm for sure. There's like 10 people in life I don't ever want to meet. I'll tell you one,
Tell me.
and this is why I did this. I was shooting The Dictator in New York. I've talked about this before, and I was staying at the Soho, Trump Hotel in Soho, I guess.
Big flex. Go ahead.
Why did I tell you where it is?
Okay.
Right. So, so I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a huge soccer fan.
I didn't know that you were a huge soccer.
Oh, I'm obsessed with. I've always been obsessed with Arsenal FC.
Arsenal's your squad?
Yeah,
Really?
I know everything about the team and the history of it. I love.
Really?
It. Oh yeah, I watch every game, and I was
Have you gone? You've gone to a game there?
no, I haven't.
This is insanity.
You're insane. Anyway,
What the fuck have you not going to a game?
I don't want to go. It's the same thing of what I'm about to tell you. What I'm about to tell you. Right?
Okay.
See, for me, it's like it's a fantasy. Life is a fantasy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right. And I was in the elevator.
This is like pornography. Pornography is a fantasy.
Yeah, they're two different fantasies.
No, but that's the thing.
I guess you're right.
The reality of that situation is not the same as the fantasy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm in the elevator and it's about to close, and I see a black hand stick through.
Ooh,
What?
can I
Is that
guess
racist?
who? Can I guess who?
Then the elevators open back up. Yeah, who?
Henri.
Yes. I never told you the story.
No.
I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah. You really?
think
I've told it. They talked about it in other places.
Tiel?
What?
Yeah.
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 So he walks in, and I've never been like this. I shut down. Like all the moisture from my mouth and my neck disappear, and I want to say things, but then also like I want to be cool too.
Sure.
So those two things are conflicting.
That's high pressure in an elevator, I think. That's
It's also, the big thing is here, there's the element of surprise.
That's right. I
Yes.
had no idea I would run in.
Like
Thank you.
for my Brad meeting, 2 days before, they're like, I think Brad's coming. The day before, they're like, I think Brad's probably coming. The day of, they go, the security checked it out. Brad is coming. 10 more minutes, he'll be here. He parked. He's being like, you know what I mean? So you have the, okay, like the anticipation.
Are you practicing?
Yeah, totally. I
Yeah. What do you say? What do you say?
so I'm in the green room at the Wiltern.
Yeah.
And so like, should I be sitting? Should I be standing?
Wow.
Pacing.
Wow.
There's a Laker game on. I remember that. And then there's music. And then I'm just like, should I be over here? Should I be over there? And then I'm just going like I'm practicing hellos and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
so funny.
and then when he walked in, he was I was like, oh hey, what's up, man? I did like a totally normal what's up, and he was
Yeah.
like, and then he introduces himself, which is always funny with a very famous person.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, hey Brad, and I was like, yeah, I know. So yeah, but then he shake hands, and then he's like, oh, he was like, is this what you do like before a show? You just like watch a game and listen to music? And I go, yeah. He's like, you don't need to like practice? And I was like, no. Like,
Yeah.
I've been on tour for fucking 20 months.
Yeah.
I know how it goes.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, he just hung out. He was just very normal, hung out. And so what I'm saying, yeah, I had the pre-meeting anxiety. I think knowing that it's happening is different than a surprise.
Yeah.
And then the very famous person, it's almost on them to disarm everybody else, right? Like Joey Diaz told me the story of when he did a movie with De Niro, and like you know he's going to be in the scene, and then you're like seated, and he's actually seated in it, and when they're like blocking the scene, De Niro walks in, and he goes, I just looked up at him, and he goes, I just kind of was like, and De Niro was like talking to somebody else, put his hand on Joey's shoulder,
You're gonna make me cry.
and he goes, it's okay, it's okay,
Aw.
like that, like told him like it's okay, like I know what you're doing right now, and it's okay. And then he was like, and then they and then he was able to get through. But he goes, at first I was just like,
yeah.
like fucking staring at him.
Yeah. Like Joe, I remember like when Sebastian told me that when he did that Scorsese movie, after the scene, Joe Pesci goes, "Come to my trailer, I'll have dinner." Right, and then Sebastian's like, "Okay," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's like a chef in there in a trailer making him dinner. Those magical moments, and like so, and Joe's like was so like generous and kind. But can I go back to my
Go back to
because it's insane that
we're
you guys
in the
just did,
elevator.
you guys did that.
no, but
and the whole it's
Resentment.
insane. It's another resentment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm now in my mind. I know you have to go.
no, I don't have to go.
In my mind, I'm like, I have to. It was something. My story sucks, but anyway, he comes in 2 floors, he leaves, and I could breathe again, right? But in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, he's one of those guys I don't ever want to meet. I just don't want it ruined. He's literally like my guy. Like,
But don't you think it'd be different? I get what you're saying. Wouldn't it be different if, like, right now they're like, he's coming over?
that'd be different because then he was aware of me and all that stuff. That's obviously.
So that's what I'm saying. The big difference was,
Yeah.
right? Like, I got in an elevator and 50 Cent was on it, and
Wow.
I was just like,
I know, right?
Yeah, and
That's what do you say?
I was just like,
yeah.
big fan, and he was like, I go, I said something so gay. I think I was like, I love you. You never stop hustling. no. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to name names. Have there been stars you've met that are like, you're like, you don't have to name names, but like they're like, oh, that guy's weird.
Have I met stars that are weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
well,
sure.
you go, I just know would never be able to hang out with that.
I feel like I'm very much a.
But you're a star.
No, but I feel like I'm not I'm not an approach person. Like if I see someone, I'm not like I'm gonna go talk to that
me
person.
neither.
I'm very much like, in my mind, every situation that person is doing their own thing, and I'm just not gonna go over to
Right.
them. I probably have only done it to basically rappers, and the only time I've actually, this is fucking.
But is that the latte version with the milk and all that stuff, or no?
Yeah,
latte.
that's it.
Okay, good.
Oat milk.
Okay, good. Give me one.
Right before he left, we made sure. Cloud
Yeah.
would like one.
No, thank you.
That's what we do here, dude. We have runners.
That's a really impressive thing. But so like in flights, I've been on flights where someone's seated next to me that's famous. I've initiated conversation, but it also feels it doesn't feel that forced. It feels kind of organic in that point because you're just like.
But even when they don't know who you are, you still initiate?
I've initiated only conversations with people who don't know who I am.
Like, give me one example.
I can give you several.
Okay.
I did it with Jill Scott, the singer.
Wow.
I did it with Serena Williams. We sat next
Whoa,
to each
yeah, I
other.
love her.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
I did it with Mike Tyson.
He's great. So nice.
I did it very briefly with Method Man, and then I learned that Mike Tyson knew who I was halfway through our conversation. He put it together.
Yeah.
And Method Man, after the flight, put it together.
Wow.
So those were like in the moment,
Mike Tyson was supposed to be at the party.
Yeah, I was supposed to do a couple things with him, and they're like, Mike canceled. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
In that conversation, are you slowly trying to sneak in, like, hey, I do stuff too?
No, I think
That's what you're doing.
No.
Gross.
the only time that I wanted to, I was like, the only time I had a fucking panic attack.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I want this to be, like, I had to coach myself up. I am not the, like, here's who I, like, it's not normal for me, natural to be like, let me tell you about myself. Yeah. And this was like 2014 was Tyson, where I was like, this is the time to do this. Like, I really had to have a talk with myself where I was like, at the time we had DVDs, and I was like, give him a DVD. I go, it's gay as fuck, but just do it because you're never gonna fucking, you're never going to run into him again. This is it. It's never gonna. So I fucking, and I had heard the guys behind me talking to him, like just old white guys being like, Mike, I remember 1980.
Yeah, you can't do
I was
that.
like, oh
Yeah.
Jesus. So I was like, just do it. Just fucking humiliate yourself. So I got up, I grabbed a DVD out of my bag that's shrink wrapped, and I was like, hey Mike, and he's like, yeah. And I go, I'm a huge fan, blah, blah, blah. I'm a comedian. And I have this.
What impelled you?
Because he had that level of impact. So I was just like, this is my special. Like, I gave it to him. It was like shrink wrapped. It was professionally, like, it wasn't like some.
What special was it?
It was the first one. So
Netflix?
Netflix.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
So when I gave it to him, he was like, he started like, his hand is like this.
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
So it's like he's holding onto the DVD. It's like fitting like here in his hand, and he's like talking to me as he's unwrapping it, and I was like, and then he goes, yeah, he's asking me like where my show is, and I'm like, oh, because we're flying to Pittsburgh, and I'm like, it's in Pittsburgh, and what are you going for? He's like, I'm going to promote a fight. I was like, oh, cool, and it's like a brief interaction, and then shake hands. And I go back and I'm just like, like full, like I just nutted. I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck. Like I'm exhausted from the anxiety, relieving, leaving my body. And then like a moment later, on the shoulder here, and he's standing above me.
Yeah.
He's like, I know who you are. And I was like, what? Because the DVD photo is the photo that's on Netflix.
Ah.
He's like, I seen you on Netflix. I was like, no shit.
He lied.
He came to the show.
I know, but I think he lied.
You think so?
Yeah, because it has the Netflix logo on it. That's right. And in his
No, it doesn't have Netflix logo. It just said, but the image at the time was just it was my first special. So it was my face.
it's when you're fat.
Fat, and I'm making like a
Yeah, one of those.
face.
Okay.
And it's like, that's the image that you see on Netflix.
Yeah.
And that's the image of the DVD. And then he told me, he goes, I watch a lot of Netflix, man. And I was like,
He came to the show backstage.
he hung out in the green room for
He really is. I've done a movie with him.
Yeah.
He's a nicest guy.
Oh, it was.
I love him.
It's one of my favorite all-time things that's ever happened.
Oh, it's before we go, because I have to go, but I know you have to go, but I have one last question for you before you go. How does it feel to be a big star now?
Press junket question.
How does it feel to be big stars? It's good. Here's the thing with you.
Yeah.
And this is the real thing.
Okay.
I don't think we'll ever think that
What?
we're like the shit.
No. We're
I walk
comedians.
around. I just get depressed. We get depressed and sad.
Yeah, it's normal.
So I look forward to doing our shows in this summer to coming out. It'll be great. Great outdoors with me, you, Jessica Curson.
Are we done with all the things that I've done for you?
Are there any more? I think
Are there any more? I was just wondering if there are any more.
You've done a lot. So what else have you done?
I was just thinking, there's one more coming. When does this come out?
In a couple weeks.
Okay, yeah.
Well, what's coming?
I have a. Is those the shows?
I believe so.
You have a what?
Nothing. I just have something that'll be coming to you.
Yeah, but you didn't say anything to me yet.
I know.
Is it something that you could share now or no?
I think I should probably wait.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I think I should wait.
I'll be excited. I'll do it. Is it a show?
No.
Oh, I know what it is. It's a thing, like an acting thing.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I pass.
Damn. Wait, what's the rest of your list though? I got to hear the rest of your list.
What?
Who are like the people you could not meet?
Yeah. So Henri. I think Brad Pitt's one of those. I don't want to meet him.
Yeah, but Henri's really great with fans because I
I
have
don't
a
give a
couple
shit.
friends who have like hugged him in pictures. Like I know he's super gracious with fans. So you missed the opportunity.
Here's the thing. If I saw LeBar James or any of these other guys, right?
Labar.
What's his name? I don't even know. Like old timey blacks who we did the first thing with. Was it Warren Sacks? I don't care. I'm sure he's a nice guy, and I'll go barbecuing with him or go fishing.
He loves the fish.
I know. I can tell.
You could tell?
Yeah, he's old timey.
But this is how it feels. Like imagine if someone were to like butcher like Sir Alex Ferguson's name and it was like, who the hell is he? Or like
I respect them. I know if I saw LeBron James, I would just bow, respect. I go.
You have to apologize to Warren Sapp for saying his name like that.
Warren Saps. I know who he is. I just
No,
think
it's
a
not
joke.
plural.
There's two of them. There's not two of them.
The twins. The Sapp
Warren
twins.
Sapp.
Yeah.
And he's a legend. I Googled him, and I
You did?
understand.
Okay.
And I love him. And if I saw him, I'll give him a big hug.
Okay.
And I give him his props.
Yeah, he's
Oh, yeah, he's Heisman,
didn't win the Heisman.
whatever. But all those things.
Yes.
All those things that they do.
Yes.
I understand what it is.
Super Bowl champion.
Huge.
Yeah.
huge, bigger than I could ever imagine.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What I'm saying is,
TR,
it just.
Sir Alex Ferguson. You
I didn't
shit.
say Sir Alex Ferguson.
Oh, okay. I thought
He's not a no. He's not no because he's a Manchester
right.
United
He's not
guy.
an Arsenal. I know. But
Right.
so
No.
who
So,
from Arsenal?
Arsene Wenger, I don't think I'd ever want to meet.
Ooh.
Is there anybody in Hollywood?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Brad Pitt. So here
And?
we go. Barack Obama, would never want to meet.
What's up, Barry? You wouldn't?
No, Barry, no, Barry.
No?
No, I wouldn't want to meet him. I don't ever want to meet. I mean, it's just such a. Oh yeah, here's another one.
Okay.
I don't think I would like what Sebastian does. I don't think I'd ever want to meet those greats.
Like the Pesci.
The Pesci, De Niro,
Pesci,
Pacino.
yeah.
You know what I mean? The greats.
You say it like my dad. My dad used to go. You know who's a great actor?
Yeah.
Joe Pesci.
yeah.
Who said it like
Yeah.
that?
I
Didn't
don't.
you meet Lou Reed?
I didn't meet him. I chased him down the street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't meet him.
Insane.
I saw him. And I was like, ah! I screamed. And I chased him down.
But see, he's one of your number ones.
He's dead.
So
I know, but-
Scorsese, you'd be like, I don't want to meet him.
No. And I would. Yeah. I would. I probably wouldn't even probably do his movies even.
What?
If he offered you a role,
You wouldn't do a Scorsese?
Well, I've
movie?
never seen an Asian guy in it.
There's probably one.
Give me one
There
Asian
might
guy-
be one more. I think
Give me
you can do
one Asian guy
more.
that's been in a Scorsese movie.
Well, there's one of them took place in like the railroads. I think no.
There's no railroad Scorsese movie.
Which one?
The one about the Dalai Lama.
There you go.
Boom.
Wait.
Yeah,
Boom?
you're right. You're right.
What do you mean? Scorsese did a movie about the Dalai Lama?
Yes. This is.
What was it called?
It was like in the 80s or not.
Yeah, it's like a
I don't know. You have to IMDb it. It's.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
yeah for sure.
Yeah.
Well, about a
100%.
Scorsese movie that people seen.
No,
Like a classic.
It did well.
Okay.
It was solid.
Kundun, Kundun.
You've seen that.
It's fantastic.
You have it. So let's think of but there's some stars where, you know what, you're right though. I think I could because when I did first of all, Borderlands trailer came out today, and I'm in it.
Nice.
So thank you. So when I did that movie, there was a bunch of stars.
Who do you play in it?
Just a
Asian guy?
soldier.
Oh, a soldier guy. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm in it with a bunch of big stars, and when I did it, I wasn't intimidated at all. Kundun. Oh, I saw that. And he's Asian.
He is Asian.
Yeah.
As an Asian.
Yeah.
What if he asked to recast that right now with you?
As
Would you not
as a
do
kid
it?
Let me see if I can
older.
do the face.
Kundun.
There he is.
Right?
Yeah.
Kundun older.
Kundun
He's in the
older.
city now. Things aren't going well. You know what I mean? It's a romantic comedy. He's a virgin. That life's past. Right? Let's do that. Anyway, we got to go, but Tom Segura, give him a...
Wait, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't drink anymore, but I'll tell you this. I'll be honest with you.
Yes.
When I went to the after party at the MGM Grand,
Yeah.
we went to the after party,
Yeah.
and I was walking around, people were drinking Osos. I had a friend there too that was drinking
Yeah.
Osos and stuff. And I asked her, I go, how's this vodka compared to all the vodka? She goes, you know what, quite honestly, Bobby, best vodka I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I was walking around the party, and I have to, the atmosphere with Osos, I've been to vodka parties before, dude. I'm not even smiling. I'm not even doing a joke. I know you guys are going, well, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm listening.
I've been to parties and bars where they've served the vodka,
Mm-hmm.
right? I've never been to more of a merry, charismatic, joyous party than the one that you invited me to.
Thanks.
And it's all because of Por Osos, Vodka Coast, Texas made, my friend.
It's a real deal. People think, some people were like, oh, you just threw your name on a thing, and they don't know that.
They're
like-
rude.
Well, they're rude. They don't get that, like, you can do that. We were approached to do that, where somebody just goes, here's the thing. You want to slap your name on it? We did it the other way, where we developed the vodka, we developed the branding, the bottle, the design. We went through like dozens and dozens of different options. So we made this from ground, from nothing. Built the whole thing up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what you did.
Yeah.
Like the Millennium Vulcan.
We made it happen, dude.
Yeah.
I hope people like it. It goes on sale in March, California, Nevada, Texas, and Florida.
Oh, can I say nothing about the Osos?
Yeah.
Your staff
Yes.
was the nicest staff that I've ever worked with.
Really?
Yeah, they were always, because I was always lost. And whenever I saw the Osos, they would go, oh, come here. This is the way to go to the bathroom and stuff. No, they just I'm being real. They were just a really
Good.
They made me feel at home. So what I'm saying is the whole company is great.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. And
I'm the one on the left.
have you ever fought? Last question. Have you ever gotten in a fight with Bird, like a screaming match?
Screaming match, no. Disagreements, where we have to sit down
And have a talk.
Yes.
And to hash things out.
Yeah, and it always works out that way.
Good.
It's a good way to like figure things out. You have to just
Anyway, I gotta go. He's gotta go. Give Tom Segura a round of applause.
thank you.
Sani ay makabuluhan.